Never save money. If that sentence makes you uncomfortable, good. It should. Because most people don't have a money problem. They have a mindset problem. This is the story of Aarav. Aarav wasn't reckless. He wasn't lazy. He wasn't bad with money. In fact, he was the most disciplined person in his entire college group. While his friends ordered food online, Aarav cooked at home. While others upgraded their phones, he kept using the same cracked screen device. While his classmates went on weekend trips, he stayed back and transferred money into his savings account every month without fail. He felt proud watching the number grow. 10,000, 25,000, 70,000. Each rupee saved felt like a small victory. To Aarav, saving meant security. Security meant control. But deep inside, something else was growing. Fear. What if I fail? What if I lose everything? What if I invest and it disappears? So he avoided risk. After graduation, his friends started experimenting. One launched a small digital marketing service. Another invested in learning video editing. One friend even started a sneaker reselling page on Instagram. Most of them struggled. Some failed, but they were learning. Aarav? He got a stable job with a decent salary and continued saving. 2 years passed. His bank balance crossed 3 lakhs. He felt accomplished until one evening changed everything. It was a college reunion. The same friends who once borrowed money from him for petrol were now discussing clients, side hustles, partnerships. One of them, Kabir, casually mentioned, "I made more this quarter than my entire first year's salary." Aarav forced a smile. On the way home, he opened his banking app again. The number looked big, but suddenly it felt small. Because when he calculated inflation, rising rent, future expenses, that big number didn't look powerful anymore. It looked fragile. That night, he couldn't sleep. For the first time, he asked himself a dangerous question. Is my money protecting me, or is it quietly shrinking? The next morning, while traveling to work, he noticed something simple but powerful. At a traffic signal, there were 2 street vendors. One sold fresh sugarcane juice with a machine constantly crushing cane, turning it into liquid gold. The other had stacked piles of sugarcane on a cart, untouched. By evening, the juice seller's machine had worked non-stop. Customers came and went. The second vendor, his pile was smaller, not because he sold more, but because the sun had dried the canes. They lost weight, lost freshness. Same product, different outcome. Because one was moving, the other was waiting. That image stayed in Aarav's mind all day. Money sitting idle is like sugarcane in the sun. It doesn't scream, it doesn't warn you, it just quietly loses strength. For the first time, Aarav understood something powerful. Saving is defense, growing is offense, and you can't win a game playing only defense. But here's where the real battle began. It wasn't about investing money, it was about fighting his fear. He wasn't scared of losing money, he was scared of losing the identity of being the responsible one. He had built pride around saving. Now he had to rebuild courage around growing. So he didn't quit his job. He didn't gamble everything. He started small. He invested 20,000 rupees, not into stocks first, but into himself. He enrolled in a high-level digital product course. For weeks after office hours, he studied. While others watched series at night, Aarav built skills. The first few attempts failed. His first digital product made 0 sales. His second attempt made 3,000 rupees, small but different, because for the first time in his life, his money had created something. It had multiplied. That small success did something bigger than profit. It broke his fear. Over the next year, Aarav reinvested. Courses, tools, marketing, mentorship.
Slowly, his side income matched his salary. Then it crossed it. 3 years later, Aarav still saves money, but he never just saves. He assigns every rupee a mission. Some money is for security, some is for learning, some is for assets, some is for opportunity. His bank balance doesn't just sit, it works. And here's the truth most people don't realize. Saving money feels safe. Growing money feels uncomfortable. Saving gives you a number. Growth gives you leverage. Saving protects today. Growth builds tomorrow. The difference isn't in the amount, it's in the direction. Aarav didn't become wealthy because he saved more than others. He became free because he stopped worshiping the number and started using it as a tool. Money is not a trophy to display, it's a worker waiting for instructions. If you lock it away, it sleeps. If you train it, it builds. So the real question isn't how much have you saved? The real question is how many rupees are working for you right now? Because money in a bank account is silent, but money in motion has a voice, and it speaks in opportunities. Remember this, a locked door keeps danger out, but it also keeps growth away. Save for safety, grow for freedom, and never confuse protection with progress, because in the end, money that sits still slowly disappears, but money that moves can change your entire life.